Deccan Herald, 2nd of April 2024, Indian elections could lead to an improvement in Indo-Pak relations, according to Defense Minister Khawaja Asif. As long as the Pakistan army remains in charge of Pakistan, there can be no peace with India. The Pakistan army must continue to attack and target India to save its existence. Days before Asif made his remarks in Singapore, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar claimed that Pakistan is practically an industry-level sponsor of terrorism and that India will not skirt this problem anymore and would no longer ignore terrorists. Speaking to the media on Monday outside the Parliament House in Islamabad, Asif stated that our relations with India could be improved after elections there and that the two nations' bilateral connections have their own background. 7 stages of voting for 543 Lok Sabha seats in India will occur between April 19 and June 4. Relations between Islamabad and New Delhi have always been tense, primarily because of the Kashmir dispute and cross-border terrorism that comes from Pakistan. Pakistan severed its diplomatic relations with New Delhi in 2019 following the Indian government's revocation of Article 370 of the Constitution, which dissolved Jammu and Kashmir's unique status and divided the state into 2 union territories. Islamabad claimed that the decision damaged the atmosphere conducive to neighborly negotiations. It was a poor decision because Pakistan gained from the trade, not India. Pakistan has insisted that India bears the responsibility for repairing relations and has called on India to reverse its unilateral actions in Kashmir as a kind of prerequisite for initiating discussions. The proposal has been rejected by India, which has also informed Pakistan that Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are integral and inalienable portions of India. Additionally, New Delhi has maintained that the constitutional actions implemented by the Indian government to guarantee socio-economic growth and sound administration in the Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory are India's internal affairs. It has continued to assert that it wants to have regular neighborly relations with Pakistan. Still, it feels that Islamabad must first establish an atmosphere free from hatred and terror before it can have these kinds of interactions. Pakistan, which shares borders with China, India, Afghanistan, and Iran, has experienced difficulties with all of its neighbors, aside from China, as a result of cross-border attacks by Afghanistan and Iran. Regarding Afghanistan, the defense minister stated that he had traveled there with a high-level delegation to ask the Taliban regime to take concrete action against terrorism. However, GeoNews quoted him as stating that the Kabul solution was not realistic. Asif stated, "Due to fluctuations in the Afghan interim government's attitude towards Pakistan, our options are now reducing day by day for the neighbor." He continued by saying that Pakistan had always supported Afghanistan, made sacrifices for them, and even engaged in combat with them. He emphasized that international law treats the Pakistan-Afghan border like other borders worldwide, limiting cross-border travel to those possessing valid visas,